You got 2 minutes of my time, and I don't really break too easily, but I'm worth it, 'cause I'll slip into your dreams tonight. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind.
Just watch me. Just watch me.
I got you wrapped around my finger, but don't you try to call me tomorrow. There's nothing personal in having a little fun. You wait and see if it's worth your while. So give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind.
Just watch me.
Give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind.
Just watch me. Just watch me. Just watch me.
Last night we had something. Tonight I'll be guessing, but I don't really have a case. You don't have to mention, you just like their attention. It's written all over your face. I don't wanna play the quiet type when I'm near you, reading old messages on my phone every time I see you. Tell me, is this part of an act, just to keep your image intact? If you think that strategy's smart, I'm not gonna defend my beating heart. Defend my beating heart. You knocked on my window and slept on my pillow, then said you had found your place. Not sure if I want this. You don't think that I notice. This isn't like giving you space. I don't wanna play the quiet type when I'm near you, pretending that I don't know who you are every time I see you. Tell me,
What's up, everybody? Shawn Ide, right here, Shawn Ide Studios. Hope you're having a good night. This is Tuesday Night Studio Sessions. My name is Shawn, and I'll be your host. That was a huge intro, and I didn't mean to be that wordy. But hope you guys are having a great night. I probably already said that, but I am. What we're going to talk about tonight is mobile streaming with Streamyard. Today was a sad day for my family. We had a funeral, and this is a weird time right now in the world where we've got a virus where we can't go out and kind of be around people. So there are a lot of people that are high risk, older people, people with diabetes and high blood pressure, and, people that can possibly get sick. So, sorry, I'm distracted from that light right there. I believe that's the light I just turned on. So let's see if I can fix that real quick. That helped a little bit. Give me just a second, guys. Technical difficulties. I think that's pretty good. Oh, no, it was not okay. You know what? We're just going to turn that off. So I tried something last minute during the countdown. Didn't quite work out. But we got 3 people in here. If you guys would say something in the chat so I know you're here. I know what's going on. But the reason this is the topic tonight, and this doesn't have to be what we talk about all night, but I like to have a topic to talk about. The reason I wanted to talk about StreamYard tonight and mobile streaming, and I did some tests over the weekend, is that StreamYard, first of all, let's tell you what StreamYard is. StreamYard is an application. It's a cloud-based streaming service that allows you to, now it's up to 10 people. You can have a conversation all at the same time. You can stream to multiple sources. So it's kind of like a Zoom call. It's a lot like Google Hangouts, but this is a streaming service that's cloud-based that I have found to be the most user-friendly streaming service out there. There are definitely some that produce higher bit rate. There's some that produce better resolution streams. But they all have these weird little quirks. Some of them are open source. A lot of the open source ones, whereas a lot of the world is, developing for those software. There's still some weird quirks, and I don't know if the weird quirks have happened because I've been on Mac, or if it's been because I don't know what it is. But I've tried to do several different things, and what I found is StreamYards has never let me down. The only thing that frustrates me is it's only 720, but I still feel, even if it's a crappy show, like I still watch reruns that are like SD quality, like really bad quality. But if the content's good, you're going to watch it, right? So this is the same thing here. This is StreamYard. It's pushing in 720, but since they've gone mobile, since you can do it from a mobile phone, what I did today and what I did yesterday was I was able to take that iPhone and that iPad Pro and run a 2-cam multi-stream. Well, no, I only streamed to one place, but I could have streamed to multiple streams if I wanted to. But I streamed my family's funeral to a Facebook group page that was private. I didn't want to stream it over the world, but there were several people in the family that didn't want to attend their funeral because of the viruses going around, and they're up there in age and they don't want to get sick, go to a funeral, then get sick and then die. You know what I mean? So, so I offered to live stream the funeral, and I didn't know what I was getting into. For one, because whenever you film events, you have no control over what's going to happen. Okay? You have no control over all the people in the audience. You have no control over the speaker. You have no control over technical difficulties, anything like that. When I am by myself in the park, I can control everything. I can record it multiple times. I can say things 3 different ways. I can edit out all the mistakes that I make. And believe me, I make a lot of mistakes. When you're filming, it's a whole lot easier to control what the output is. But when you're live streaming, like tonight, it's pretty hard to control everything that happens. There's been nights when I've used Streamlabs, and the video feed would be choppy because my computer, my Mac, couldn't handle what all was going on, right? Tonight, what we've got going on is we have, I decided to switch my workstation over to my PC. So my workstation is now in front of me as a PC. But if we go over here, now I'm on my Mac. I look really weird because I just turned that light off. I'm very red. So I don't like the way this looks. I'm over here. Oh, maybe I should. Let's see. I don't know if I should unmute the mic. But just so you guys know, here is my Mac. So I can look at you from my Mac. Or I can look at you from my PC. These devices that I have in the background, I have an iPhone, I have a Surface, a Microsoft Surface, and I have an iPad Pro. All 3 of those, since this is a cloud-based service, are fully capable of running a complete live stream with multiple cams. And to give you kind of an example, I'm going to remove the countdown. Actually, it won't let me do it from there. All right. So what I can do is I can stream from multiple applications at the same time. So what I did at the funeral is I streamed from my iPhone and my iPad. I had my iPhone up front with my wife, and she kind of protected my phone during the funeral. And then I was in the back with my iPad. And the reason I chose to control the stream from my iPad because it was I had a bigger screen. I had more real estate to look at comments, more real estate to handle. Like I put a little banner across the bottom and a couple things. So, but yeah. So yeah, we're going to go back. That's a very good question. All right, so I'm going to pop this one up. Excuse me. So Eat More Possum, Brent, says, I noticed the microphone on the Mac is inferior. Does it allow you to switch video but keep using the same microphone? So that's an interesting question. Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys that. So we are going to do this, do this, do this, and I think I can share this screen. That's awesome. So you're going to see some, I'm going to take my Mac off this. So, and I'm going to take this off too. Yeah. Okay. So, I need to turn that off. This is hard to do, but I think this is working out pretty good. All right, so the only thing you need to we're going to be looking at the live stream. We're going to be looking at StreamYards tonight, but just kind of look past the fact that we're in an infinite loop right now, okay? Because if you look at the screen, it's a screen inside of a screen, 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 and so on to infinity and beyond. I'm going to drink some Coke. I'm going to be gassy. So the question is, I noticed the microphone from the Mac is inferior. Does it allow you to switch video but keep using the same microphone? So basically everybody that's a guest has a microphone. I don't get to hear myself talking. It cuts that out. But if I unmute this, there might be some weird echo. Check, check, 1, 2, 3, check, check, 1, 2, 3. And that's because there's a microphone right there, and there's a microphone over here. So what I had to do in the funeral service that I recorded is I had to mute one of the mics. And this is the second time I've done this. We also did a Good Friday service where I used StreamYard to, and it was kind of like our first kind of COVID-19 church service, but I successfully live streamed an event. I produced from my home, so I didn't have to go anywhere. We had a group of singers and people that were reading different things for the Good Friday service. They were at one house. And then I had another guy at totally other house running PowerPoint slides, putting the lyrics up on the screen, putting the readings and all that kind of stuff. But what I had to do was they had 2 cams over there. And, I put my headphones on and I kind of listened to the situation. And basically I had to mute every microphone except for the good one. I let them use my Blue Yeti, and that worked out great. Okay. This really would work out better if there was a producer running everything. But with the microphone, that's the way that works. So yeah, this is getting confusing, right? But let's go through here and we're going to check out the brands. So what StreamYard lets you do is let you put overlays. I can put this overlay over the stream if I wanted to. This is an old one. I need to take Brent's comment off. But this is an old, kind of overlay. Here's my new logo. So there's that. You can adjust color styles and stuff like that. And today, when we were like driving to the cemetery, I could put up on the live stream telling everybody that was watching that we were going from the funeral home to the cemetery. We'll be back soon. Little things like that. So super cool. So yeah. And this is interesting. I've never done it. I've invited myself before, but I actually have. I can run this stream from both screens if I wanted to, which is pretty cool. So if you wanted to tag team between you and another guy, you can both run the live stream. So you can, have multiple people pop up screens. So if someone is talking to someone and, they can't deal with it or whatever, someone else can step in and fix what's going on. So I think that's super cool. But yeah, So that's what I did today. That is going to be the topic of tonight if you guys choose to talk about that some more. I did some testing over the weekend, walked around my yard. So I think the capabilities of mobile streaming is awesome. I was frustrated with StreamYards that you couldn't do 1080 or 4K streaming, but streaming at 720 puts a lot less strain on your phone anyway. Excuse me. You know, if you're running a 4K stream, it takes a lot of it takes a high upload speed to upload 4K stream all at the same time. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. But we only have 3 people in here, so this doesn't look like it's a great subject tonight, which is fine. I really had a long day. So if we want to, have a short stream and cut it short, I'm good with that. I wanted to stick with the commitment of streaming every week on Tuesday nights, so sticking with that. So Brent says he's sorry for the family loss. I really appreciate that, Brent. So yeah, we got 2 people watching. I feel like I'm both of them. So this might be a total bomb tonight, but that's all right. So let me go ahead, pull this over here. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that you could use you could use StreamYard to live stream from multiple places, multiple phones. You can do it over mobile. All you need is a device with a camera on it. That's really all you need. The reason my PC looks better, Steven Drones, is because I am pushing a Canon camcorder through a cam link going into an amazing video card that is pushing to the internet. Whereas the Mac is just a little Logitech Brio. It still says it's 4K, but video feed is kind of crappy. And it looked a lot better before I took the light out. So we're going to switch over to here. Oh. Check. All right, so we're going to solo this, and now I'm going to try to make this better. All right. The good thing about the Logitech Brio is that I can update like what the camera looks and everything. So we can go widescreen if I want. We can go in. I like the widescreen. And then what we can do is we can up the brightness, down the contrast, adjust the white balance, and then adjust the color intensity. So that looks a lot better. But now what we're going to do is we're going to mute my... And now we're going to unmute the Logitech Brio. So this is what we have got a new guy to the stream. We've got good-looking honky. Old adult farm. Whoa, I can't even read tonight. Old adult film star. Great stream tonight. I'm glad you like it. So welcome to the chat. You said you're an adult film star. We're going to try to keep it PG in here, but welcome to the chat. Hope you guys like it. So yeah, I have a red face. This, am I echoing? Let me know if I'm echoing. It sounds like I'm echoing. Let's see. I can test the stream too. Check, check. All right. So that seems to be doing good. But yeah, what I can do is I can stream multiple streams. There's this option, this option, this option. You guys can see that little piece of hair sticking up in the back. This is a good way. I should use this to cut my hair. Like when I'm clipping my hair, I could use this. I could set up a camera behind me and I could, but it's not, there's a little lag, so I might lag too much and cut some of my hair off. Is that? We're going here. Yeah, there's a small lag. The reason there's a small lag is because both of my computers are going up to the cloud. So they're not all going through one video card and then pushing. What they're doing is this computer is the only thing that's taxing this computer is creating the video and pushing it to the cloud. The only thing that's taxing this computer over here is it's recording video and pushing to the cloud. Video, audio to the cloud, that's the only strain on the device. Whereas if you're using OBS, your video card is doing all kinds of stuff to take the footage that comes in, manipulate it, compress it, adjust it, and then push it up. And that's why Streamlabs was having some issues on my Mac, is because my video card couldn't handle what was going on. In order to get a good stream, I would have to reboot my computer, reboot my internet, do all kinds of crazy stuff. Whereas Streamyard is just plain and simple goodness. It's very efficient, very cool. So yeah, so what have you guys been up to? Let me know in the chat if there's a topic you want me to talk about. It doesn't have to be streaming with StreamYard. One last plug, if you feel like live streaming, if live streaming is something that is important to you, there's links in the description to some discount codes to both Streamlab and StreamYard. I use them both. This StreamYard is something that I can have an online chat with multiple people. This is how I can bring guests onto the channel. So it's super, super cool. And yeah, the only caveat is it's only 720. But if you're having a good time tonight watching this stream, then your viewers will enjoy your chats too. I found the more effort I put into making my streams look good, the harder it is for people to watch them. I found people like, some people are just watching me on their phone. They don't need more than 720, even though they're, we've got retina screens on our iPhones and all that, but the quality of the feed doesn't have to necessarily be there. So with this live stream, I'm trying to go for quantity more than I'm going for quality. And I'm trying to get the best quality at a low bit rate that can efficiently push to you guys in the best way possible. There's a lot of words, but yeah, it looks like we still have 3 people in here. So this might be one of those nights that's pretty slow. But we'll go through the roll call. We got Eat More Possums here. Stephen Drones is here. Good Looking Honky's here. I love that name. And yeah, that's who we've got here. So what do you guys want to talk about? The only thing that I needed at the reason I use this setup, I use this setup minus the Microsoft Surface back there. But the reason I use this because the phone was in my pocket, the iPad I could take in a small little messenger bag, and I was able to use a couple mounts that I had to mount them to tripods. I put the iPad on a microphone stand, and I put the phone on a tripod. Went in there, put them up, and then logged into the live stream from both of them. And then within a couple minutes, I was up and ready to go. Sound quality wasn't the best, but I was able to live stream us driving from the funeral home to the cemetery. So I got to get that shot. Then when I got there, all I had to do was set the tripod up and point it. And from the cemetery, I was able to stream, the burial, the salute, like it was a military funeral. So I was able to get all that, and I wouldn't have been able to do that without, just being able to do it mobile, because I'd have to use a hotspot from somewhere. So Stephen Drones asked, did I do any flying on the 4th? I did some flying on the 3rd, I believe. Over the weekend, I had that Friday off, which was the 3rd. And then 4th was on Saturday. On the 4th of July, it rained here. It poured here. So I was trying to light fireworks in the rain. We had one of our neighbors. He had these fireworks that shot way up in the sky and blew up with pretty colors, but he did not know that you had to point it up. So it was like shooting bombs at people's yards. And I had taken a hose and I had sprayed my whole yard, all my grass, with water to keep that from happening, but like to keep my house from catching on fire. But man, like it blew up under 2 cars, and I was expecting those cars to just catch on fire and blow up. Thank goodness they didn't have like an oil leak or anything like that. But I was just like, we're living next to some dangerous people. Like all of our neighbors, we've only lived here for a year, so it's kind of new. But it was just kind of interesting. It was like, wow. So we spent maybe $30 on fireworks and shot some fireworks off. We got a bunch of sparklers. So all the neighborhood kids came over and we did sparklers. And then the neighborhood just kind of blew up in the sky. There was just fireworks everywhere. It was awesome. And then the next day on the Facebook group, everybody was like, it's against the homeowners association to shoot fireworks off. And I was like, well, the entire neighborhood broke the rules last night because there were fireworks everywhere. It was crazy. But all of my drones I purchased myself. So for one, I don't want to fly them anywhere that they could get blown up. I don't want to fly them like near fireworks or around things, that just kind of destroy. I don't, it's probably not a big deal, but I don't want to fly my drone anywhere near fireworks, period. I would love to get like, a shot from the air. I have the capabilities to get like a long exposure. I would love to get a long exposure of the neighborhood from the sky. And I might try to do that next year because there's a field kind of next to my house, like the water gully where all the water from the neighborhood goes into. And if I can pull a drone up from there and just kind of point it at the neighborhood and take a bunch of long exposure photos, that might turn out really, really cool. And I wish I'd have thought to do that this year because I feel like the Evo 2 Pro would take a killer picture, and I believe the Unique Typhoon H Plus would take a killer photo. So there's that, and the Insta360 One R can take a really nice night shot. So that might be kind of cool too, actually. So Steven Drones flew a flag with his H plus. Nice. That's awesome. What are you planning on doing for Halloween? The reason I asked is I've seen where people have dressed their drones up like ghosts, or at least hung like a fishing line with a ghost hanging off the drone and flown it around. And the blades, they push air down, so it kind of makes the ghost kind of flowy. And I've seen people do that with their drones, and I think that's pretty cool. So there's a great idea for Halloween. So Eat More Possum says, do you think your stream at the cemetery used much data? I was wondering how much cellular data a 720p 30 frames per second 1 hour stream would use. I have no idea. I don't even think about data anymore. I have for years we've had unlimited data plans. So I used to be so cautious of how many minutes I talked on the phone and how many like data on cell phones used to be so expensive, and I was like a penny pincher when it came to data. But now that we've got iPhones and iPads and all these things in our house, we purchased the unlimited data plan, especially for me doing a YouTube channel. I chew up a lot of data making videos for you guys, especially with the drones flying, constantly grabbing GPS and Wi-Fi and, using not Wi-Fi, but using cellular data to load maps on the drone and all that kind of stuff. So I use data all the time. So I have no idea how to answer that question, Brent. But for me, it wasn't a concern because I didn't have, we have unlimited data, and they don't throttle it or anything. It's just unlimited all the time. So, but that's something I pay for. So, and we have 3 cell phones and an iPad, all hooked up to a data plan. So that's the joy of having kids and a YouTube channel. I love my iPad, the fact that it has a SIM card in it, because we can be driving down the road and I can just be hanging out on the internet while my wife's driving. My wife has she gets motion sick, so I don't ever have to drive, which is something that's nice in our marriage. But what I get to do is I get to check the internet. I get to I can build a website on the road if I wanted to. Excuse me. I told you I was going to get gassy, so sorry. So Eat More Possum says, to Steven Drones, cool. A friend of mine flies a flag with an old DJI Hex flame wheel before fireworks shows. He also has a light shining on the flag. That's cool. That's awesome. When you say flame wheel, is that the drone, or is that one of those wheels that spins and goes? What do you mean by flame wheel? I'm not familiar with that. I am familiar with DJI hexcopters, but is the hexcopter called the flame wheel? That might be something I don't know about. I'm familiar with the Matrice and the one that has all the it's kind of made in pieces that you put together, but is it Matrice or Maltese? It's something like that. Guess who just rolled in? It's Nacho. What's up, Nacho? Welcome to the stream. Basically what we were talking about earlier is mobile streaming with Streamyard You were a part of my stream on Saturday, was it? And so yeah, StreamYard has added mobile producing. So I've been playing with that, and then we had a funeral today. So I used my iPhone and my iPad to stream, do a 2-cam stream with that. Oh, it was Sunday. Congratulations on your new job. That's awesome. So this kind of new layout, the text on screen covers my beard, and I don't like it. So I've got to adjust my screen and everything. I wonder what it looks like if I zoom out. Does that look bad? You can see my light down there, or my light over there. That's kind of funny. We're gonna zoom in just a little bit. There, I'm okay with that. Nacho, sorry if all the lines on the screens don't completely line up, but it is what it is. This is how things in the real world look when you point a camera at them. So Eat More Possum, I'm gonna look that up. Is this the one that's like red and white? Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. We're gonna pull this up. Man, that takes me back. Uh-oh, that's YouTube. Trying to get just a picture of it. All right, here we go. All right. So this is the flame wheel that Brent's talking about. It said there's a rare bug with StreamYard. Chrome on Windows 10 might crash. So we're going to share this picture real quick. But yeah, this is the drone. When you were talking about the flywheel, this is what I was thinking about. The red and the white arms. That's really cool. Oh, now we're. Well, hey, Shawn. That's pretty cool. So yeah, Brent, when I was looking at the pictures before I pulled that picture up, there was a quad version and a hex version. But they look like they use the same components. Just the middle part was different. What's up, Chris Hope? Go ahead and put. So welcome to the chat. I'm going to say it again. Now, you can see on the screen what we kind of talked about earlier. But I think we've kind of passed that subject. There were only 3 people that showed up, and I think everybody was being respectful and let me say what I wanted to say, but I don't think this is a hot topic tonight. I've chosen to talk about 4 different things on my channel, and 2 of them are kind of in the same category. I don't really know how to say them, but I'm trying to work on, kind of, I would say if you wanted to categorize my channel, I would say that unique video would be kind of what my channel is about, and teaching people how to better their video with what they have, or here are some tools that can help you make better videos. And the categories that I'm trying to kind of pin my channel into is drone videos, 360 videos, action camera videos, and live streaming, and regular cameras. So I think drones, cameras, and live streaming are kind of the 3 main ones. And then under cameras, there's 360-degree cameras, action cameras, and regular cameras. So I'm planning on doing, trying to figure out how to manage that on a YouTube channel. I want, I've been kind of unorganized as to what videos I want to put out. When I get a new product, I try to do an unboxing, then do a real world test, a couple real world tests, and then do a review. But a lot of the products that I've purchased and invested in for this channel, I've made it through the unboxing because I tell myself I can't play with it till I unbox it on camera, because I think my unboxing videos are very helpful to some people. But then, and then my real world tests, my comparisons and stuff like that, I think they're good videos. But then I get kind of lazy and I don't go any farther than that. I would say this live stream is probably something that I have actually committed to and followed through on for a couple of years now. So live streaming is something that I think I've gotten down. I still make mistakes. I still, there are some nights where my stream just doesn't work out. But I feel like live streaming is something that I've gotten down. I feel like flying drones is something that I have down. But what I need to be more focused on with this channel is organization and making my videos something that you can expect, something that you can rely on. I know a lot of you are subscribed to my channel, and this live stream is about the only thing you can rely on, because I'm going to be here on Tuesday nights. But I just kind of get to videos when I get to them. It's kind of a struggle sometimes, but I'm a father, I'm a husband, I have a day job, I have a side job, and then I have a YouTube channel. And then, people are always asking me to do things for them, and, I want to be a good friend, so I don't turn them down. So I do those, get pulled off on those side projects and stuff like that. And I got to take care of the yard, got to take care of a house now. So there's all these things in my life that get in the way of me putting videos out for you. I would love for this to be my full-time job, but this is not going to be my full-time job for a long time, because I only have, I'm almost at 5,500 subscribers. And last month I didn't make any money from YouTube because I only made like $96, and you don't get a check unless you make more than 100. But this month I'll get a nice check because it'll be kind of a combination of 2 months. But that's not a sustainable living. So that was a lot of kind of random talking, but I am going to make a commitment to you guys right now that I am planning on organizing my channel and putting videos out that you can expect. So I'm planning on doing 1 drone video a week. Okay. And when I say one drone video a week, it could be a video about a drone, or it could be a video from a drone. So I'm not going to pin myself into a specific pattern, because there are some weeks when it rains all week, so I can't get a drone up in the air, or it's too windy and I can't get a drone up in the air. So I might do videos like with accessories for drones, or when there's a nice day, I might go out and fly for several hours, but just kind of keep that footage in my back pocket. So when there's a rainy week, I can put a video out. So that's the plan for drones. The other plan is I'm going to combine 360 cameras and action cameras into the same category, just because I feel like they're kind of a niche, and they're kind of, some people use action cameras and some people don't. There are even less people that use 360 cameras, but it's something that I am really, really interested in, and I feel like I am a very good person to talk about it. Like it's something that I could talk very intelligently about. And then the other test is, the other category is, we're going to juggy chainsaws, and I think that was meant to be juggle. So we're not going to juggle chainsaws. That's a joke. I'm not going to do that. I have two chainsaws though. I have a pole chainsaw and I have a Ryobi electric chainsaw, but I am not going to juggle them because I can't juggle. I had a friend in college that juggled, and he would juggle flames on stage in college, and it was crazy. Like, I feared for my life. But anyway, so there's that. So Nacho Rolling got the M50 working as a studio cam for going live. So Nacho, does it overheat at all? I know I have some issues with my I don't even remember what the number is. G7X maybe? Canon G7X. I had some issues with it overheating, but it doesn't overheat if I do anything in 1080. So yeah, I'd be interested to see what your setup is. Are you using a Cam Link or Blackmagic capture card, or how are you live streaming? I did see where there were a lot of cameras from Canon that there's a beta software out where you could actually live stream over Wi-Fi. So that's pretty interesting. So yeah, I'm planning on doing a video on that actually. But yeah, let me know what your setup is, Nacho. I'd really like to hear it. And here's a question for you, Nacho. I bet the M50 will be a great studio cam. What lens will you be using? Are you using the kit lens? I saw somebody use was it a Fast 50? Is that what it's called? 50 millimeter lens. Just a fixed 50 millimeter lens, and it was pretty wide, and it looked really, really good because it made the background really blurry. I still struggle getting my background blurry. You want to see how far my background is? I'll show you how far my background is, and it's still not blurry. This is how far my background is. And it does not get blurry. You should sign up to attend Ready Set Drone's virtual drone meetup. I would love to do the virtual one. I will sign up for that. I would love to go to the virtual spin up. Oh, even Nacho. All right, we got some people in here. This chat is moving. Nacho said it's all f-stop. You need to set it as low as it can go. I don't know if I can do that on this camera. I'm running a camcorder. But we could try. Let's try. We're really close. Let's see. So the lowest I can go is f1.8. Got dark. So, and I don't remember if this camera has ND filters in it or not, but that's as low as I can go. Yeah, I'm doing it manual. So, oh, it does have ND filters in it. So there's f1.8. And there's something in here where I can do. Okay, got it. So check that out. Watch my TV in the background. That's awesome. All right. Yeah, Brent, I will definitely be a part of that. Because I've been wanting to go for a couple of years, but it's really hard to get away for a weekend by myself and leave the family and all that kind of stuff. But if it's virtual, I am there. But if it is virtual, that means there's going to be a ton of people there. It might be different on video cameras, Nacho. You're right. And it's got, it's got face tracking, and it's the whole point of it is to make me look good. But I might be doing something else to make it an issue. I wish I would have checked out what my settings were before, because my shutter speed's all messed up now. All right. So there's also a portrait mode. This is portrait. Oh, that's bright. All right. I'm going to try. So we're going to switch it to aperture priority. And then that's as low as it'll go. I don't know. So I want to put it about there. Nope, that's too dark. So anyway, we're gonna stop fiddling with the camera. Looks like the frames per second's back to working the way I wanted it to. Yeah. So Nacho, I don't know if you heard, but we were at my wife's grandfather died over the weekend, so that's where all this came from. I live streamed the funeral, did a 2-cam shot with the iPhone and the iPad, then took the iPad in the car and drove throughout the city to the cemetery, and then filmed from the cemetery. Live streamed that using Streamyard. People could comment on Facebook. I streamed it straight to a Facebook group. So only the family got to watch it. And so, yeah. So that's where that is. That's why we're talking about what we're talking about. I don't like the way this looks anymore. So I messed this up somehow. So we're going to stick with that right now. It's pretty good over there. I'm going to go ahead and take I need to stop. I need to focus on you guys. Talk amongst yourselves. They've added some crazy stuff to Minecraft. I went in there, they have flamingos and bees, all kinds of stuff that didn't used to be in Minecraft. Yep, bamboo. Hey Nacho, have you seen the ray tracing demo? I think it's NVIDIA. I'm not sure, but it's one of the video card manufacturers, and they've added ray tracing to Minecraft, and so reflections are legit now, and it looks amazing. I mean, it looks really cool. Like the wood floor, like they have some demos where they have colored blocks that reflect on wood floors, and carpet has a different texture than wood floor, so it doesn't reflect as much. And then the water is amazing. They're like swimming underneath the water, and you can see the light rays actually come into the water. Looks great. I have a Flash Forge Founder. It is the one that's, I believe I can 3D print 6 inches by 6 inches by 6 inches. I think that's my cube that I can print in, and it's red and black, and it has a removable plate that you print on the base. But it is a pain in the rear to get out, so I hardly ever slide the base out. I usually just take a putty knife and pop things out. Liza Monte's here. Welcome. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, Nacho, you should try it out. I think it's NVIDIA. Let me see. I don't know what you have to do. You might have to sign up for a beta or something. I feel like the new Xbox coming out at Christmas will have the ray tracing in it. So Minecraft might have an update. But I also saw, I mean, not recently, but I've seen where a lot of people have gone in and modified their version of Minecraft on their computer, and they've added like real life textures, and they've made some beautiful scenes with Minecraft. I'm not going to play the video because I had a copyright strike, but let me see if I can pull this picture up. Okay, RTX. So is that, now I'm confused. I feel like that's NVIDIA. Let me share the screen real quick. So here's the difference between, on the left is kind of Minecraft as we know it. On the right is the same scene with the RTX technology. And as you can see over here, nothing is really reflected on the water. There's a little bit here and a little, oh wait, you can't see my thing. Over here you can see that like right here, there's a little bit that's reflected, but not really that much, right? Check that out. So there's actual light bouncing off light. There's shadows. There's like legitimate water. There's still like the weird, you know, water blocks. Like it's still kind of low fidelity, but the ray tracing just makes it look great. And I saw, you know, Nacho was talking about dang it, I need to remove you. But something that's, I lost my train of thought. But what Nacho was talking about, how I forgot what Nacho was talking about. Oh, the bamboo. So like there's one of the demo models that they have, one of the maps that they have is like this this river going through this like rainforest with bamboo and moss hanging off of the trees and all this kind of stuff. And it looks awesome. It looks really, really good. So yeah. What time we got? So it's 7:45. And I think we're going to go for about 15 more minutes, but I'm going to start winding down. You know, with the funeral today, I just had a long day today. So, but I've had a really good time hanging out with you guys tonight. And apparently my throat is going a little phlegmy, so I'm going to drink a little bit. So good. I've also switched my entire office around this week. I took yesterday off to prepare for the funeral. Got a lot done, and then it was one of those days where the rest of the family was off site. They were doing stuff elsewhere. I had kind of the upstairs to myself, and kind of decided I was going to move my office around a little bit. So I wanted to, I haven't been on my PC for a while. My son, I've told my son I was going to give him my PC, so I'm trying to find a new PC to purchase. But you know, I've got VR that I haven't been using. My PC's kind of been sitting over there, and then since the virus has happened, I've been working on my Mac nonstop, and I just kind of work all the time. So I wanted to put a little bit of play in there. Tried out Valorant. It's a game that's only on PC. It does not allow you to use controller, so you cannot do very good. You can't really move with the mouse and keyboard very well. So it was kind of a cheesy game where it looked amazing, but you just kind of walked around. Pew, 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 pew. So it was all right. But yeah. Hope you guys are having a good night. I'm planning on live streaming a couple more times from different objects or different cameras. I really want to dust off the GoPro Hero 8. I didn't do much with that. I actually have a media mod that I've never shown you guys. So I'm planning on doing that video this week. I'm going to do some Insta360R videos. And I'm planning on getting the Obsbot tail on top of the Obsbot turtle and doing that video. So those are kind of the next videos on the docket. Nacho suggests building a PC live. So I have to learn how to build a PC nowadays. It's been a long time since I've tinkered around with that. I don't feel like it's that hard. I really just need to get all the components and put it together, and I feel like that's what this kid did. But yeah, I should probably build one live. I'll get some. Well, actually, I'm going to give him this one, but I might build the next one. Yeah, we'll see, Nacho. We'll see. I don't want to look stupid live. I could definitely build one. I could have build a PC series. I can do that, but I also kind of just want to buy one and get it under warranty and all that stuff. But yeah, so I think I'm going to call it quits tonight. I'm starting to get pretty hot, and I kind of just want to go get something to eat. So I hope you guys had a wonderful night. Hope you guys like this video. Please like, subscribe to my channel. Click on the bell for notifications. I want to put out more live streams, more videos about drones, action cameras, regular cameras, live streaming, and yeah, have a wonderful day. So this is an interesting comment before we go. Nacho will help virtually. So what we might do next week on a live stream is come up with a parts list with your old buddy, old pal, Nacho. But we'll see. So yeah. See you guys next week. Nacho's going to stream his shader world. So, Nacho, I am going to quit right now, and we can move over to your live stream. So everybody go watch out Nacho. Here is the outro. Let's start that again, because we got to get this banner off. Live streaming. It's a hoot.